Forget your demure princesses. This is the shocking, brilliant, and utterly rebellious story of Queen Christina of Sweden, the 17th century monarch who traded her throne for freedom, Catholicism, and a life of scandalous cross-dressing. Born in 1626, Christina became queen at 4 when her father, Gustavus Adolphus, died in battle. She was raised like a prince, given a phenomenal education, and taught to rule with an iron will. But she wasn't interested in being a traditional queen. By her 20s, she was brilliant, obsessive, and unconventional to the core. Christina's palace in Stockholm became the Athens of the North. She filled it with philosophers and scholars, including the great René Descartes. She amassed one of Europe's largest libraries and was called the Northern Minerva. Her brilliance, however, came with defiance. She constantly wore tailored men's attire, doublets, breeches, and boots, shocking her rigid Protestant court. And her biggest act of rebellion, her absolute refusal to marry. Christina famously declared she could not marry and could not be a slave. The Protestant world needed an heir, but Christina was done with duty. By 1654, her love for intellectual freedom and Catholicism led her to a monumental decision. She would abdicate her throne. The real bombshell? She was secretly converting to Catholicism. The daughter of the great Protestant warrior was joining the faith her father died fighting against. Her abdication and conversion sent seismic shockwaves through all of Europe. She rejected the power, wealth, and faith of her kingdom to pursue a bohemian, intellectual life. Christina left Sweden, made a public, dramatic conversion, and traveled to Rome. She was received by the Pope and became a European celebrity, an infamous iconoclast. In Rome, she lived without constraint, continued to defy gender norms, and sponsored the Baroque arts. She gave up a crown for the ultimate prize, herself. Queen Christina, she didn't just step down. She challenged religion, gender, and the expectations of an entire continent. Like, comment, and subscribe to History in a Hurry if you enjoyed this queen's scandalous dash for freedom.